All right, Nintendo. They released their the quarter four, fourth quarter sales, and it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. So, I mean, for Nintendo, it's okay. Wii U didn't do as well. It did okay. The 3DS sold a lot, which is good. But overall, it's just weird. So let's give you some numbers. All right. So they have an operating income of 31.8 billion yen, or about $270 million, which is good. It puts their operating profit at like $260 million. So I'll only will talk about the millions at this point, not yen, dollars. Which is an improvement from the last quarter. So that's good. But now here's the thing. Nintendo is expecting to turn an operating profit of $424 million by the end of the fiscal financial year, according to their modified forecast, because they had to change some things a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, as far as hardware, they managed to sell 4.99 million 3DS units. That's all of them. 1.86 of them, 1.84 million are the new 3DS consoles. But it's a lot less than this time last year, because they sold 7.76 million 3DSs. So that's a big drop. But they hit a milestone. There was 50 million 3DSs sold at 50.41 million units.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah. The Wii U. Okay, let me give you the numbers from last year. They sold 1.95 million units from October to December of 2013. October to December 2014, they sold 1.91 million units. So it's a slight drop. So their grand total, there's the key thing. The grand total of sales is now at 9.2 million units.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not Sony or Microsoft, but hey.
Yeah, and the thing is too, I was thinking, well, Microsoft hasn't said anything yet, and then they did, which we'll report on those numbers in a little later in their segment. But yes, but just the fact too that Nintendo's 3DS sales are kind of failing, and then too, I mean, I don't know, the Wii U's not selling that great either.
Well, I mean, the new 3DS hasn't come out yet
in
America, in the US.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what? That's Europe and Australia.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah, and Japan.
What did I say?
Europe and
I don't know. Europe hasn't gotten it yet, has it?
No, wait, they aren't. They haven't gotten it yet. You're right.
Yeah, no. So I meant to say that's Japan and Australia. Excuse me. And so that means when Europe and the US, we'll have to judge the numbers.
But then not only that, but who's gonna buy it? Because I'm really thinking of not getting one. In all honesty, I don't know if I want to get a new 3DS.
I'm thinking about it.
I don't know. So, I mean, Nintendo's sales forecasts are looking, kind of. And like we talked about earlier, they want money. Obviously, they're getting it from YouTubers that they want to put the program and stuff on. It's like, look, just find a different way, because obviously the way that's going right now, it's not working. But I mean, it's working somewhat. But when you have to cut your forecasts and everything and modify everything to make everybody happy, it's like that's not going to cut it in the long run. I mean, yeah, you're going to be making money, and yeah, you got money to spend, but obviously you're not spending the money wisely. You got to spend it on something else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, something's got to change in Nintendo. Something's got to give. But Iwata's talking about it. He said that the Wii U is not over yet. That's his quote. I want to continue to build on playing on people's high expectations for the systems. So that's good. Hopefully.
They said they have a bunch of unannounced titles still waiting.
Yeah, for E3. So let's see. Hopefully they'll win E3 again. But then look what happened last year. They won E3.
They won E3 and they still failed.
Yeah. Because all right, I'll throw out Microsoft's numbers out there right now. They actually sold a lot of Xbox Ones. And I know this is the Nintendo segment, but I want to compare it because you have to. They sold 6.6 million Xbox console units, but that's both combined 360 and Xbox One. Now you're probably thinking, oh no, they're doing it again.
Yeah, right there. They're padding their numbers a little bit.
So yeah, Microsoft's hiding numbers again. So we don't know really if, because the race is basically Sony announced theirs. They have a brand new number. That's just ridiculous.
Sony's Sony's gone,
And
like, there's dust between everybody else.
And that's the thing too. Nintendo was second for a long time, and then Microsoft took its place, but only with like a handful in comparison numbers of a difference. But now that the Wii U is at 9 million, nobody really knows what the Xbox One's numbers are. They haven't really announced that yet.
I guess they're afraid to admit that they're losing.
Yeah, I mean they were there second, and I don't know if 6.6. If you even split that by 3, and they had 7, that's looking at about 9 or 10 million maybe. That's splitting it even. But if more people bought a 360 than an Xbox One, then that kind of sucks.
Yeah, right. They're going for your old console than your new one.
So yeah, you never know with this stuff. So it's just strange. But we'll talk more about that during the Microsoft portion of the show.
Yeah.
Right now, as far as sales, the Amiibo sales are in the millions, which is good. Which probably why they you can't find any Amiibos.
Right? Oh my God, it's a struggle.
5.7 million Amiibo sold worldwide. Wow. Meanwhile, Smash Bros, which is the first game that Amiibo work on, reached 3.39. So obviously people aren't buying the Amiibo just for use. They're buying it for decoration, which I use for both. In all honesty.
That or they're just buying more than one.
That's true too.
I've got 4.
Well, that and plus 2, you have to look at the people selling it secondhand.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I have 4.
Mm-hmm.
I have 1 copy of Smash Brothers, and it's for 3DS, not even the Wii U.
Not even the Wii U one.
Not even the Wii U. I have 1
you
copy.
You can't even use it. You just
when the new 3DS. That's why I might get a new 3DS, so I can use them.
So why can't you just get a Wii U then?
Because
get it.
I don't know. We're working on it, right? It's a struggle. It's a struggle out here.
It's gonna be about the same price. No, actually, maybe
no,
like $100 more.
It's $100
more, but still.
It's gonna be it's a little bit of a nice chunk less.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know, man.
that made you think about it, like, I could get a Wii U and use my Amiibo on a real console with a real controller.
Fire Emblem, though.
I knew it. You're gonna go there with the Fire Emblem.
Please.
Yeah. So yeah, but like multiple people are buying the Amiibo probably for secondhand, which is unfortunate. Speaking of Majora's Mask 3DS, there was some changes. Particularly
I thought they weren't going to be doing too many changes.
Well, I mean, they probably had to change one for practical uses because there's this one boss fight that was kind of long and annoying, and I really don't remember because I played the game once, and I had to watch a video and go, oh yeah, I remember that boss. But the boss was basically this giant fish, Gyorg. Basically, he was in the water-themed dungeon, and there was a platform in the middle that you had to kind of like hit him on. He sank on the bottom, so you had to dive and then swim and hit him. But you had to do that several times until you hit him.
It was annoying.
It was. Now, they changed it into 3DS where the first part of the battle happens basically like the way we described before, but then that platform in the middle disappears, so now it's just a pure underwater fight after that, which makes it cooler.
I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, it's just like, all right, so there's no platform?
Yeah, that's it.
So it's still gonna be just as annoying.
I guess, but you could, instead of having to dive down, you know what I mean? You can just basically just hit them on the water and still constantly attack. You know what I mean? Instead of having to go back up on the surface and then dive down, that type of thing.
Yeah, it lets you get more hits. I don't know. Keep it the way it is. If I had to struggle, you should have to struggle, okay?
Yeah, I guess so. So other Zelda games like Hyrule Warriors. Apparently, Hyrule Warriors was Koei Tecmo's most successful games, better than Dynasty Warriors, Dynasty Warriors 4, 5, and Samurai Warriors. Hyrule Warriors outsold all of them.
I believe that. Because it's basically Hyrule Warriors that appealed to a new audience.
Mm-hmm.
So all the all the Dynasty Warrior fans are probably going to get Hyrule Warriors. And then a bunch of Zelda fans are also going to get Hyrule Warriors. So you just attracted a whole new audience in.
And then not only that, it sold a lot more than Fist of the North Star 2, Samurai Warriors Katana, all the other games that this company made. The Hyrule Warriors just went far and beyond anything they expected.
That's awesome. That's good for them, man.
Hell yeah. Another thing with Zelda, and this is actually really interesting about this. The Zelda comic that used to be printed with the Nintendo Power magazine that also was sold as a separate comic, it's going to be reprinted in May. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
I want to get that because that was actually a really cool story. It's basically the story of A Link to the Past. It basically kind of followed the storyline of the actual game.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. I really love that. I think I still have that. I don't remember. Either that or I lost it and I have it digitally. I don't remember now. But I know it's something that I have of that. But just to have another physical copy, I would love the original.
That's pretty awesome. I like that.
I like that one too. Going back to Koei Tecmo, they said that we talked about the sales of Hyrule Warriors. they have shipped 1 million Hyrule Warrior games. So holy crap, that's gonna be a million seller soon.
Nice.
So that's really good for them, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's nice to hear about a game doing better than projected.
Yeah, definitely. Now, one last thing about Zelda and Club Nintendo, which I also wanted to follow up on with you guys about, and also with you, Steve. Club Nintendo had added a Link Between Worlds original soundtrack to its catalog, which is just like, really? I want that. I need that in my life. Like, that's amazing. That soundtrack, I praise that soundtrack. That soundtrack is amazing. And
I might be able to get that. I have a lot of coins saved up.
yeah, but that's only for Club Nintendo Europe. That's why.
Oh, why you do this to my life?
See, this is why I said, like, I'm jealous of Nintendo Europe, because they always get
They always
the good
get the
stuff.
good stuff, man.
They do.
I want the good stuff.
And
I got posters and stuff. I want soundtracks.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we are going to get this. Well, I am going to get the Smash soundtrack. So.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But I think I might just buy a copy of the game just to get this stuff.
Dude, yeah, might as well. Might as well. So now here's the thing, too. We talked about how the rewards are going to work afterwards. Because remember, Club Nintendo's shutting down. And I was very unclear of what the hell was going to happen. Now, Nintendo on Club Nintendo has 8 games that's it. This is 8 games that they're selling, or excuse me, giving, I guess in exchange for coins you get them. And it's just, these are these 8 games, that's it. They're all going to be available up until June 30th. That's Mario Brothers 2, the US version anyway. Excite Bike, Super Metroid, Super Punch-Out. That's it for the Wii and Wii U. As far as the other games go, it is Nintendo 3DS, on the other console 3DS, it's Mario Land, Donkey Kong, Wario Land 2, and The Legend of Zelda for NES. And that's the games that they have to offer. They're going to be available up until June 30th. They have other prizes as well, like the other things that they have here. Like they still have the Super Smash Bros. 3-set poster. And they said they're going to add more things as of February. So to be clear, so this isn't it. They're going to add some more things in February. So I'm not going to spend any coins until then.
Yeah, I'm going to wait till they see what they add.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I really want to do February 1st or at least whatever after and just keep an eye on what they're doing because I really want to get some cool last-minute shut-down Club Nintendo stuff in all honesty.
Yeah, I have a nice chunk of coins from my account.
Now, some interesting things that Nintendo did. They released a demo of Codename S.T.E.A.M.
Oh, I wanted to get that. I forgot.
I did, but I just didn't get a chance to play it. I have it. I started it, and then I quit it. So I already had 2 chances of playing it. But I have like 30, so it doesn't even matter. But the demo's out, and it's good because I really did not know if I would like this game or not. So it's a good thing that I could finally get a chance to play this game. So it's out in the eShop. You could download it now. Definitely want to check it out if you want to.
I will give that a shot.
Speaking of downloads, Metroid Prime Trilogy is out for the Wii U. Now, here's the thing, Steve. You've played it. What do you think of that?
Metroid Prime was good. It's like one of those things that they just got worse with each title.
Oh, really?
I mean, it was like, but not to say they were bad,
Mm-hmm.
but I just enjoyed them less each time.
Gotcha.
But Metroid Prime, I loved that. I liked Metroid Prime a lot.
So now,
Echoes and Corruption were just okay.
So here's the thing. It's out for the Wii U. It's for $10 for those 3 games. Wow. Is that a good buy?
Yes. $10 for 3 games is always a good buy.
But here's the thing. You only have the Wii Remote and Nunchuck to play the game. That's the only option you have since it's been ported and there's no GameCube support. Or even a control pad or a gamepad or any other controller support. It's just the the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. How about that? Still $10.
Still worth it.
Worth it?
I'll play like this.
Why not, right? A couple of other things. There's a rumor going around that Nintendo may allow streaming of Wii U games to the new 3DS, which I don't know if that's a good idea.
Do you want the new 3DS?
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Well, you already have something that streams to your 3D to your Wii U. That's the Wii U gamepad.
It's smaller.
Yeah, and who wants like a reduction of quality from like what, from 1080p or 720p to like what, 240p?
I thought the new 3DS is going to be better.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I think the new 3DS is going to be able to play like 720 or something.
No,
you don't think so?
No, it's not. Have you seen the quality of even Xenoblades, the one on 3DS?
No.
And it's still like pixely and stuff. Nah, that's not gonna happen. No, but I don't see a good idea in that at all. I really don't. I don't see it.
I don't see why not.
All right, so going on to
You said you want Nintendo to like, adapt with the future and try new things.
but
Here you go. This
but
is it.
but that the 3DS has such a smaller screen. How are you gonna play Wii U games on it? That doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. So what? You have a third screen then? That's just weird. You have 3 screens basically. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't
See
get it.
how it goes. If it sucks, shut it down. If it's people are using it, keep it up.
Finally, Xenoblade Chronicle X. Apparently, developers are thinking that they might need 2 discs to fill out the game. 2 discs.
Yes.
That's-
Finally, gamers of, the kids will know what it's like to have to pause the game and put a new disc in. When you get that cutscene that's like, please insert disc 2.
Yeah, that's bad because here's the thing: the Wii U disc is basically a Blu-ray disc. So, I mean, I from what I know, that's 25 gigs at least, and I think it could hold up like a dual layer, which is like 50 gigs. But like, if the game, like, that's the thing, they never talked about what the actual size was. So if they're doing the not the dual layer one, like the regular one, that should be 25 gigs, and apparently they're hitting that limit.
So, that means there's a lot of open world. It means there's a lot of adventure. Why is there a problem with this?
I don't know. So here's the quote from Shingo Kawabata. Xenoblade Chronicle X is using most of the space of the Wii U disc. It's really, really close to the storage limit, to that point where one stage we were considering using more than 1 disc for the game. To enjoy playing, the enormous seamless map must load quickly, which is achieved through the hard work of our programming division. But we had help from Nintendo proper implementing a future improvement on what we had. I believe we're going to reveal the details of that in an official page in the future. But to people considering purchasing the packaged version of the game, as one of the game's developers, I highly recommend you make use of this improvement. So, and here's the thing. All right, so I looked it up. The Wii U can hold 25 gigs. That's it. I thought it could do like another dual layer thing, and it could be like 50 gigs, but apparently no.
Nah.
So,
So it's a big game.
yeah.
So I like big games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we're gonna find out, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. So we don't have much for Amiibo Cup because you love talking about Amiibo, but I sent this to you.
This was actually really funny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's a headless Bowser, and I think you could describe it better, Steve.
It was actually, when I saw this, I couldn't help but laugh, and I was out with some friends, and I showed them too, and they also laughed because they're also my twin friends. They are huge Amiibo collectors. They have everything so far.
Nice.
I think they're only missing Marth, which I have. But thank you, Ricky.
Yeah.
And then but anyway, this headless Bowser was hilarious. It's the Bowser's head is not on his body. It's in his hand, upside down. So it's kind of like, I present to you my head.
It's almost like a Hamlet type of thing.
It's funny. I thought it was great.
Yeah, so that's it for Nintendo stuff. Let's go on to Sony and Microsoft. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, they released their numbers finally, and
Sorta.
Yeah, sorta. Xbox sales are down. 6.16 million consoles were sold, and that's another thing. Xbox 360 and Xbox One combined.
The joint total.
Yeah, last year they sold 7.4 million, or last year's. So and that's the thing too. It's that's a weird number because then it's just like, well, split it up. What's the total? What is this? So they didn't talk about how many Xbox units were sold, but some claims are saying that they expect the decrease in 360 sales contributed to the general decline of Xbox consoles earnings. So they're saying that the 360 hurt like not moving is hurting Xbox more so. So it looks like people still want to get 360s versus the Xbox One, which is weird. Don't you want to take the next step, man?
Well, it's cheaper to get a 360.
Yeah, that's true too.
In a spot where people are tight on money, you get the 360.
So I mean, like, I don't know, man. It's Microsoft. I don't know if they're winning this console or losing this generation, because it's like Nintendo's like making them look good.
They're certainly not winning.
Yeah, they're not, especially with like how horrible some of the games are. But that's the same thing with Sony. But Sony's winning.
Sony is winning.
Yeah.
They had a better marketing team, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know, man.
All right. So one last thing from Microsoft. This is an interesting thing. Grant Kirkhope, who is a developer at Rare, said this on Twitter. Okay, I think next month's Edge should have something interesting for you Banjo Kazooie fans. That's all I can say. Oh, snap.
Yeah. I hope it's a title. I hope it's a screenshot. I hope it's just an announcement saying like, yeah, Banjo's come back. Like just anything. I mean, the fact that's a big teaser.
That is. Because it could be anything. They could just have a new picture of Banjo Kazooie.
It could be like, yeah, Banjo Kazooie is going to have a new poster. Like, no, you bastard.
That's it.
You jerk. No, I think it's going to be a game.
I hope so. I really do hope so. And not nuts and bolts.
No, please. No. Please make it like Banjo Kazooie 2E.
The Banjo 3E that we were all waiting for. That's the one we were waiting for that never came out.
Banjo 3 returns, man. I don't know. Just Banjo.
Yeah.
Re-release the first game with new graphics. I don't care.
Yeah, seriously, or something. That was an amazing game.
Oh, God.
So now going to Sony stuff. Sony has cut support for Vita's maps and YouTube apps, which is really odd. I don't even know why. Well, here's the thing. I mean, you can use it through the. I mean, you can still access those aspects of those apps through the websites. Like the respective websites, because I mean, Vita has a pretty good web browser, so that's cool. Another thing is too, Music Unlimited has been discontinued on the PS3 and PS4, and Spotify is going to be coming to the PlayStation. No details on when it's coming, but it's coming.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who like Spotify, so this might be a good change.
Mm-hmm. Now, we're going esports real quick. One real quick thing, because we talked about Apex a lot, but this is a whole other genre. This is CSGO, or, CSGO, Counter-Strike, if you guys don't know.
CSGO.
Valve banned some players following a scandal to a point where they're alleging fixing. They were alleging match
fixing.
Thank you, Steve. Can I say that word now? Match fixing. There you go. I can say words. There were allegations of match fixing, and Valve advised the promoters against using select professional Counter-Strike players, and that's something.
Yeah, that's well, I mean, that's the same thing in real sports too. If you fix a match, you're gonna get caught. Like if you get caught fixing a match, you're gonna get banned from the sport.
Yeah, apparently it was substantial. So here's a quote from this post. Altogether, the information we have collected and received makes us uncomfortable continuing any involvement with these individuals. Therefore, we will be directing our CSGO event partners to not allow any of the following individuals' participation in any capacity involved sponsored events. Whew.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's some more esport news, though.
Yeah, like what?
The North American and the European LCS have started.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've been watching it. And there's some crazy stuff going on, too.
Like what?
Everyone thought Fnatic, the European... all their players left except for their support Yellow Star. So it's a brand new roster of players. Everyone was like, "Oh, these guys are gonna be the dumpster in last place." Undefeated.
Nice.
Undefeated.
You gotta love that.
The Super Team Alliance. They were Alliance. Now they're known as Elements.
Nice.
They picked up Fnatic's Super 80 carry Reckless.
Mm-hmm.
They lost their first match.
Wow.
But they're
what do you know? Funny how life works.
But they kept winning after that. So
okay.
As it stands right now, they are 3-1 because today the European LCS finished for the second week.
Okay.
So they're 3-1. Fnatic's 4-0, which is no one saw that coming. That's insane. And then there's everyone else that's just middle of the pack or pad.
Esports.
Esports. And then North America, everyone's golden boys, Cloud9, start out 0-2. And they lost to some really not so good teams.
Cloud9 only has Mango. That's all they got.
Cloud9's Mango. No, but everyone,
but seriously,
North America has always been regarded like even though TSM won the split, they come in first place. Cloud9 advanced further than TSM did in Worlds. Yeah. So everyone's always considered Cloud9 to be the better team, and they're starting out 0-2. So hopefully this weekend, for you Cloud9 fans out there, they can put themselves together and figure out what's going on. And then, I'm trying to remember who else. Because, I did watch the LCS because I love the LCS.
Yes.
TSM 1-1. Actually, TSM is one of the teams that beat Cloud9. But I think they lost to just another team that they weren't supposed to lose to. I think it was like Team 8. Like Team 8 was supposed to be the dumpster team.
I always love that phrase, the team you're not supposed to lose to. Because, I mean, yeah, I understand it. Because, yeah, I mean, come on now. The team's obviously trash. But then when they win, it's like, well, obviously somebody sucks.
I think it was Team 8. Yeah, I think Cloud9 lost to Team 8, which, again, was the team that was supposed to be last place. Like, you're not supposed to be here. Why are you here? You're here because we need 10 teams kind of thing. And they're proving that they belong, I guess.
So that new format's kind of working some crazy things in there, hasn't it?
It is.
I like that. I do like that.
I do like Cloud9. I guess it's because, I'm an NA fanboy and I always root for North America first.
Woo,
so hopefully
America.
Cloud9 can pull themselves together. That's all I'm going to go with here.
America. There we go. Now,
and Liquid is like the best. Liquid
yeah,
looks
Liquid, of course, Liquid.
Team
of course.
Liquid looks like God tier. They were terrible as Curse. Changing their name apparently makes them God tier. I don't know why.
I don't know what it is.
They look absolutely unstoppable.
Liquid has been known for some good players. I mean, I know them. I'm familiar with them from Smash, but now that they've merged with Curse.
Well, it's funny because Team Liquid, they were using a substitute, and they still looked incredibly dominant.
That's going to be interesting.
And so now that they're getting their normal AD carry Piglet back, who's supposed to be like one of the best in the world, they were using some random guy off a solo queue. It was like, all right, we need a guy. You're close by. We'll use you. Now they're getting their superstar AD carry back.
Wow.
Oh my God, I can only imagine how good this team is going to be.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, we'll see what happens next week with another update, of course.
Yeah, next week I'm pretty sure people already know what's going on, but next week I'll have this update for you again.
Yeah, now, of course, we're going to have an update next week, esports of Apex as well. So
yes, next week is going to be a big esports week.
Yeah, it is. We're going to be talking about a lot of that stuff. That's probably going to be our first thing we talk about. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, lightning round. Let's do this. Now, some sad news. One of the sources that I used to look up gaming news is apparently going to be shutting down after 10 years. AOL is going to be shutting down Joystiq.
AOL?
Yeah, I know, AOL.
AOL exists?
AOL still owns things, and they own Joystiq, and they're shutting Joystiq down. They haven't said when, but that sucks. I mean, it sucks. We used it for a lot of sources, so it's going to suck to just see them go. I mean, they've had some good, neutral journalism in gaming, and, they were...
hopefully we'll just find out where those journals go, and we'll pick up their stories from
exactly. Get from there, definitely. Some world records happened in gaming, like the game that is now the smallest size game. This record has been around since 1983. It was the smallest game of chess, and it belonged to 1KX ZX chess. It was at 672 bytes. So it was so small that you can print the code on a magazine article. And it took from then to now for this record to be broken, and now it is. Now it's called Boot Chess. Not really an attractive game, but it's at a whopping 487 bytes.
God.
A lot smaller than the other game. And yeah.
That's a small game, man.
Yeah.
Was it like text?
It is. It's all basically text and I think ASC 2 or whatever the hell it is. ACI, whatever the hell it is. I don't know any of that coding stuff. I don't know.
Insane.
Someone has a new world record in the original Legend of Zelda. I saw a little bit on Twitch. This record has been done in 30 minutes and 29 seconds. The last record, and this is by it is from Darkwing Duck SDA. The last record was from Darkwing himself, and that was still at 30 minutes and 37 seconds.
Oh, so he beat his own record.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's also good. Another world record, we talked about this before, the Tetris Grandmasters, and the latest Tetris Grandmaster, that was like the Tetris Grandmaster 3, which was like the most difficult and hardest for you to be a Grandmaster, where only a handful of people,
that's why you gotta beat it in invisible mode and stuff.
And everything else, like certain qualifications, playing games, certain times you have to be tested, so you get tested a few times in this last game. It's crazy. And it only was exclusive to Japan. Nobody in North America ever had the Grandmaster title for this new game, except for the other day.
Until now.
Yeah. So he was on. We talked about him during the whatchamacallit, the AGDQ 2015, and he was streaming the other day, and he was playing the game a little bit, and the next thing you know, boom, qualification for Grandmaster happened.
Nice.
And he beat it. He did it. He got Grandmaster. He's like, I'm done with this game. I don't have to worry about Tetris anymore in my life.
I'm done. I'm going out on top.
Yeah, he's Grandmaster. He's the first in North America to do it.
Nice.
And that's it for him. That's it. He's done. He was like, yo, I don't have to worry about this game anymore.
Congratulations to him.
8 years. 8 years doing this game.
Wow.
Man, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Kevin Burrell.
Congratulations, Kevin.
I know Kevin. Kevin actually, he did that. He did that thing.
That's awesome.
Kevin Burrell, you're a Grandmaster. Congratulations to you, sir. There was a game being sued in California because they were using the image of General George S. Patton, the famous American general from the World War II. Now, he died in December 1945. Now, normally, when you hit 70 years of being dead, apparently in California there's a law where you're free game, so you can be used in whatever at this point.
Yeah.
And apparently they tried to use him for this game. Maximum Games, who were trying to release this game, they stalled the law, which figures that you can be used in whatever after being dead for 70 years. But apparently General Patton has only been dead for 69 years. So they got to wait these years if they want to use that image of him.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, that sucks for them.
Well, I guess you're going to delay your game.
Yeah, I know, right? Finally, the biggest ever first-person shooter battle. So let's see, 158 players in this game. This is from PlanetSide 2. And the community site PlanetSide Battles managed to get all those players in to smash a Guinness World Record to largest online first-person shooter battle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's way too many people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
And 2,338 streamers were showing that as well. I wish I saw that live. That would have been awesome. Just
That's awesome.
1,000 people playing at one time. That would have been incredible to watch.
That's dope, man.
Hell yeah. And I think that's about it for the Two Broke Gamers podcast.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah. So you can catch us on our YouTube, of course. If you're not listening to it there, you are watching it, I guess you can say, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can definitely catch us on that. Our Twitter, of course, our personal ones.
My personal Twitter is at Steve B. Angelism. That's AGILISM.
And I'm at TEH_Rick or at Terrick. And of course, our actual show podcast or our actual show Twitter, Two Broke Gamers Pod. That's the number 2 Broke Gamers Pod. And our WordPress, which you haven't used in a week or so. But
A week or so.
Yeah, and that's Two Broke Gamers Podcast.wordpress.com. And that's it for the show this week. We hope to see you guys next week.
Leave a comment, like, subscribe, dislike. I don't care.
All that.
All that stuff.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Yeah.